What's going on, guys? Welcome to VOS Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Vunganyi. I want to thank you for joining us today on the show. As always, right here on Red Carpet, we bring you the latest in entertainment news, in sports, in film and television from around the world. Let's get on with the show. Now, the 2022 Tokyo Olympics may be over, but there's lots to celebrate in Africa as the continent's most talented athletes brought home many medals. Kenya and Uganda won the most medals for Africa, a combined 6 medals, 4 of which went to Kenya. Kenya's Eliud Kipchoge made history as only the 3rd man to win gold medals in back-to-back games, while Faith Kipyegon set a new Olympic record with a gold for women's in 1500 meters. Uganda's Peruth Chemtai became the first Ugandan woman to win a gold medal in any sport with her victory in the women's 3,000-meter steeplechase. And Joshua Cheptegei won the men's 500-meter, scoring his 2nd medal for the tournament. Christine Boma came in through with the women's 200 final, making her Namibia's first female athlete to win a silver medal at the Games. Burkina Faso triple jumper Hugh Fabrice Zango's disappointing first 2 jumps in the final in Tokyo left his family watching live at home in Ouagadougou, stressed and fearful that he could miss out on a medal, his country's first ever at the Olympics. Arguing him on from their sofa, Zango's father, brother and sisters erupted in joy when he leapt 17.47 meters on his 3rd run, propelling him briefly into 2nd place behind Portugal's Pedro Picado. Zango's father Jacques was overwhelmed in a good way as he hugged his wife, who was so nervous she chose not to watch the event.
It's an immense joy because we experience it live, with the thrill and, in the end, victory. It's really an immense joy for us, parents, but also for the people of Burkina Faso. We are very proud.
Zango won his bronze medal, the first for the West African nation since it began participating in the Olympics in 1972 on Burkina Faso's Independence Day. Fabrice Zango told Reuters in Tokyo that he had been looking to do better than bronze, but said that he was proud to win Burkina Faso's first Olympic medal on such a significant day. Soccer great Lionel Messi has bid farewell to FC Barcelona, where he spent all his playing career. Reuters' Maha Abdrawi has more.
It took Lionel Messi more than a minute to start this emotional farewell news conference on Sunday at FC Barcelona, where the soccer icon confirmed he'd be leaving the team, a team where he has spent his entire career. With tears running down his cheeks, he told the news conference that this is without a doubt the most difficult moment of his career.
I grew up with the values of this club. I always tried to handle myself with humility and respect, and so I did with everyone in this house. I hope that's what I leave behind, apart from the luck I had living here and giving so much to the club. I went through many beautiful things, as well as bad things, but that also helped me grow, to keep improving, and maybe the person I am today.
Messi is leaving after Barca announced that he could no longer afford to pay his massive salary. He is believed to be one of the world's highest paid athletes, according to Forbes magazine. He's made over $130 million in earnings. Both Barca, which suffered steep losses recently, and Messi had wanted to sign a new contract, but the deal, which could have taken salaries to 110% of the club's earnings, even after Messi agreed to a 50% pay cut. His new home, however, will be in France, as he has finalized the deal with Paris Saint-Germain. And we gotta say congratulations and a red carpet salute to Rihanna for achieving the title of the richest female artist in the world, according to Forbes magazine. With a net worth estimated at $1.7 billion, the Barbados-born singer, whose birth name is Robin Fenty, derives an estimated $1.4 billion of her fortune from her 50% stake in the Fenty Beauty Cosmetics line. Forbes reported the rest of Rihanna's wealth comes from her share of the Savage X Fenty lingerie company and her income as a singer and actress. Rihanna's beauty company is known for its broad range of 50 skin tones, including dark shades of women of color, which were rare when it launched in 2017. This made it a leader in inclusivity in the industry. The Umbrella and Love the Way You Lie singer ranks second behind Oprah as the richest female entertainer. Members of the Ivorian diaspora celebrated Ivory Coast Independence Day with a festival outside of Washington, D.C. And VOA's Azuma Kampori was there, and he reports.
With last year's celebrations cancelled by coronavirus, planners of the annual Ivorian Festival were not sure they would be able to hold this year's event. But organizer Pepita Coulibaly Kragbe says the community pulled it together quickly.
We only had 2 months to advertise, but people know our credibility. People know that we are always here to bring the vibe, to sell our culture, and to showcase all of our vendors who come out to do business. We wanted to give and also to teach the American community that we are a country and an African continent that truly loves unity, that loves reconciliation, and appreciates the very fact that we live here.
I am very happy to participate in a festival like this in the United States. I find it helps promote my country. It also allows me, since I'm not in Ivory Coast, to celebrate with everyone, to feel close to my country, and also to introduce other people to the culture.
What I like is that we are having fun. We meet again and we celebrate with joy this symbolic and important day in the life of the Ivory Coast, of our country.
It shows we were confined practically for 2 years. So now that we have the opportunity, we still learn to appreciate the freedom that we had before COVID, because somehow that freedom has been restricted. And as soon as we had the chance, come on, hey, we've come out.
Carol Bastien draws artistic inspiration from the discarded items she collects on the streets of New York City. Nina Vishneva has more, with Manhattan Best Artist in this report, narrated by Anne Rice.
She departs her home and walks toward New York City's Central Park. Artist Carol Bastien is on her daily stroll.
Oh, I see something in the street.
Bastien lives by the old saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure. The Manhattan-based collage artist uses items from the street to create art. She puts them in a Ziploc bag and disinfects them at home.
And my collages are always site-specific. So I will record this as my walk on Madison from 12 East 87th Street to Park Avenue and 87th Street.
Over the years, she realized different parts of the city seemed to have its own specific kind of junk, and so her collages are now site-specific.
And I also noticed that depending upon the neighborhood, the debris often varied. One thing was always consistent wherever I was in New York. That was feathers and cigarette butts.
She calls it art underfoot, an idea born in the late 1960s when she started an art program in New York. When she spent much of her time in Florida during the COVID-19 lockdowns, she found no shortage of art material there either. The result, a series of still life collages.
These are all straws. And this actually was done in Florida. There's an 6-mile walk around the periphery of where I live.
Now she's working on her largest art project so far.
A black, probably takeout plate that got mashed by a car. A wrinkle remover, lady's handbag that I'm using at the moment as an earring.
Her family members are used to her art. She says her work illustrates so much about how people live, consume, and throw away.
And let's go to West Africa and Senegal, where rock climbing falls behind wrestling, football, and surfing as well-loved Senegalese pastimes. But it has bound together a small community of locals who say that their sport is under threat. Coastal erosion caused by a massive construction boom in the capital Dakar where luxury hotels and condominiums are being built close to a once untouched shoreline, are eroding the well-worn climbing routes. Senegalese climber Abasse Wan spoke to Reuters about the impact of this erosion for rock climbers in the country.
When we think about this small scene of climbers, let's say Senegalese climbers that are really starting to get involved into this beautiful sport, and at the same time we have the construction going on, which will automatically kind of restrict us from climbing. It's very, very, very sad. I mean, this is a beautiful spot to climb, and the opportunity also for Senegalese climbers to be seen also on the international scene is definitely not going to happen if we don't have access to this climbing spot.
Geologist Pape Gumbo Lo, who heads Senegal's National Scientific Research Institute, worries that if something isn't done soon, the cliffs and the lighthouse may crumble.
Marmel's cliffs are what remains, what is left of Marmel's volcanic history. The volcanic history of Marmel's is the geological history of Senegal. So to protect Marmel's is already very urgent, because if we don't protect Marmel's, in a few years the lighthouse will fall. You see all the rocks behind us. The lighthouse is not far behind, so we need to protect Marmel's urgently.
And we close the show with an African dance center in New York City that is getting its groove back after a pandemic year of online classes. It is gradually reopening with in-person outdoor events, including an Afrobeats class observed by VOA's correspondent, Dilly Diko. Check it out.
The Kumbe Center for African and Diaspora Dance celebrates what it calls the vibrant legacy of African culture. The center, located in Brooklyn, uses dance to expose people to African culture. Jimena Martinez, who co-founded the nonprofit center in 2012 and serves as its executive director, explains that the name Kumbe is the Guinean word for dance or celebration.
It traveled from Africa with the slave trade. And so I'm from Colombia. It's the root of cumbia, which becomes the national dance of Colombia. And cumbia itself is a mix of African, European, and indigenous dance. So it really just travels and so represents Africa and its, journey into the diaspora.
With pandemic restrictions easing, the Kumbe Center is transitioning from online to outdoor classes. Choreographer Tamara Jones teaches West African dance. On this day, she's leading students in Afrobeats, a dance fusing traditional steps and contemporary moves. She credits the late Nigerian musician Fela Kuti.
Afrobeats is a beautiful blend of jazz, funk, different instruments originating from Fela Kuti, I would say around the 1960s and 70s, and it's all about the contemporary styles, right? You have traditional African music, where I study from is from Guinea, West Africa, or from Senegal, which is Sabar.
The Kumbe Center offers a multitude of African-based dance styles, some brought by slaves to the Caribbean and Latin America, others shared by modern dance enthusiasts via social media. Whatever the style, African dance resonates with its diaspora.
And with that, we come to the end of our show today. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. My name is Jackson Funganyi. For more entertainment news, remember to check us out at voanews.com. We're also on all social media platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube, where you can watch our videos. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye, everyone.